What's up, guys? Setting you in here. Bam! Ready to go. I had to go to a Christmas program tonight. Kids played instruments. They're in the band. So there was four different groups playing instruments. But before that, I went to my son's practice. I kind of missed it a little bit. I have blankets in the car. I have 4 big old blankets because it gets cold. And not only that, I want to make sure my water and my Powerades don't freeze. Not only that, of course, if I get cold, I'm going to use them too. But yeah, I went to the practice. I went to his practice, and they played in the smaller gym, which is basically the middle school gym. It's a smaller gym, so it doesn't have the excess out of bounds and stuff like that to make it look a little bit larger. But it still has the same dimensions and everything else. So, but anyways, I don't know if maybe it was throwing them off because they were in that gym. I don't know. But, kids got to get used to the places they play because, they have 4 years and tournaments and, and if they play AAU or anything like that. So I hope to actually do that. Not do that. I'm not going to actually do that. I can't do that. It's not possible. But I already talked to the athletic director, and she coached my oldest son when he was in AAU, and they had a team, and our son and my son were they were really, really good together. And then her son chose to go to another school. Now he's playing for the college. But I know that my son and her son had this bond, and you could tell, you could see it. It was, I don't know why, their minds were synced while they were playing. And of course, football is different than basketball because, you have so many people in the field and so many people will have responsibilities. So, the only way that would happen is if you were quarterback and a receiver or whatever the case is, but yeah. So in basketball, they had this mind sync together, and it grew because they grew up together playing and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. But anyways, the kids right now are as a collective, for me, I see it's just not great shooting. I don't know what it is. It could just be, they had a lot of sugar. I honestly don't know. But it's not just tonight. It's been like that. When they, when they play around and stuff, they can make these shots and they're good at it. But when it comes to practice and games, they're not consistent when they're open or stuff like that. It's I would say it's no worse than it was when I was in school. When I seen kids shoot, I shot kind of like Shaq does or did. I use one hand, but I use my use my other hand, but I just push off because I let go. But that's how I shoot. My kid has a weird shot. My 14-year-old, my 12-year-old has a different shot. It is more normal. It's normal looking. You just got to get the power in it. So he's got to build the arm strength to be able to shoot farther shots, stuff like that. Dribbling. It's a challenge when you're younger and you don't start practicing at a younger age. So now he's 12 and he's just now getting up to speed with some things, but his body's got to catch up with it. But 14-year-old, his shot is a little different. It's really, really quick. I'm not saying it's the quickest in the world or anything like that, but it really is a catch and shoot release shot, and that's how it is. I mean, I could see him being a 3-point shooter, or even just, a perimeter shooter when he gets open, and maybe even just running through the lanes and just shooting those. And maybe that's him. I don't know. So maybe they have to figure that out. But he's got 4 years, so I think that's way enough time to get something going. Even if it's not this year, next year is going to be pretty awesome. Because the main point guard, his younger brother is a little bit taller than him, and he doesn't like that. But he's going to go into high school next year. So, and not only him, someone else, I can't remember their name, but anyways, they're going to be going into high school, so it's going to be a lot better, because I know those kids already have a little bit more skills already. I don't know about shooting, but skills, they're really up to speed with a lot of it. So it's just molding. But anyways, other than all that, I can't stop talking about basketball. I love basketball. Even just while watching my kids' practices or games, just having a basketball man. It sounds weird, I know. Just having a basketball man, I just love the feel of it. It's a feeling you can't really describe. It's a joy. It's something I've always loved to do. I think that's my deepest joy of all is basketball. So I'm gonna seem a little biased, about other sports. So sorry about that if you guys don't like it. But go Lakers, I'm not even a Lakers fan. I never was growing up, but I like LeBron. I liked MJ, and even when he retired and came back and then, got traded to the Wizards, I still like the Wizards because he was on the team. So, and it was just a person. The person itself tells the story to me, not the team. The person on the team, for me, every person is different. Every person has their individual story, but the one that connects, I guess, with you the most, even if you're not a fan of them as a player, as a person. Some people are good, some people are bad, but I think some people get caught up with things and then change. With LeBron James, it was a little bit different growing up. So he made it because he knew what he wanted to do, and he just did it. And nothing was stopping him, and he was always there. And of course, he took that from MJ, and so did Kobe. But once you get a chance to do the thing that you love, you don't stop loving it, even if you have to stop doing it. But that's just me. At least I think a lot of people think like that. I just hope that my kids find what they love to do, even if it's not sports, whatever it is, and just go for that. Of course, time will tell. I'll know. No, I'll be able to let you know in 10 years what happened. Up until then, doesn't bother me. But I don't really talk about anything else because I didn't do anything today. I got a little bit of sleep, and then I went to practice and Chris's program, all that. It was, most of my days are pretty uneventful in a sense that I'm not being productive in other ways. But I think the family thing kind of overrules most of that, so I don't worry about it because time will tell what I will do, and you guys will find out. Maybe one day I'll say, I stopped doing Amazon and I got something else going on. Or something else happened and came up and I'm good now. You know what I mean? That's just how it's going to be. But we'll find out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Talk to y'all later.